So you know you can lose weight when you put your mind to it, but you never seem to be able to keep it off. And what you probably haven't thought about is that the reason you can't keep it off actually starts before you even start trying to lose weight. Now, this psychological factor is something that comes up time and time again with the clients I work with. And I want to share with you today what the psychological factor is that prevents most people from ever being able to lose weight in the long term. Now, the problem isn't desire. You don't start a diet wanting it to be short term, wanting it only to work for a short amount of time and not being able to keep your weight off. And we can see how common this is by one of the most searched terms in Google is how to lose weight fast, naturally, and permanently. It's searched 40,500 times a month globally and 5,400 times a month in the UK alone. You want to lose weight naturally. You want to lose weight permanently, but you also want to lose weight fast. And therein lies the problem. Impatience is the psychological factor that is holding most people back from being actually able to keep their weight off in the long term. And why is this a problem? Because the approach to lose weight fast is totally different from the approach to lose weight naturally and permanently. So before we think about what's causing that impatience, let's think about the difference between the two approaches, losing weight fast and losing weight naturally and permanently. Because in all my 21 years as a weight management psychologist, I've never seen anybody who has been able to lose weight fast, naturally, and permanently. So let's consider the fast approach first. The sprint. You're probably very familiar with this. It's about calorie deficits. It's about rigidity, discipline. You lose your weight quickly. The compliments fly in quickly. It's often focused on looking good for a big event or perhaps reaching your ideal weight. And when that event's passed or you've reached that weight, you breathe. And what happens? You regain the weight. Let's think now what a natural and permanent approach looks like. This is about slow, gradual changes. It's about focusing on what you can keep up, what's sustainable, but what's also enjoyable. The weight loss will be slower. Compliments may not come in because people might not be able to see the change because it's happening in here. It's about changing your lifestyle permanently and letting your weight do its thing. So the amount of weight you lose may be less, but any weight you lose will stay off in the long term. Now, research supports this second approach, this natural, permanent, slow, gradual lifestyle change approach. But as I talk through these, you can really see why that fast approach is more attractive to people. Yet when we step back and engage with the logical side of our brain, I bet if I asked you, would you rather lose a lot of weight, lose it quickly, but you're going to regain more than you lost in the first place? Or would you rather lose a little less weight, lose it slower, but know it's going to stay off forever? I bet you'd choose the latter. If you're finding this is a bit of a light bulb moment for you, and you want to move away from this short-term quick fix diet mentality, you might find it helpful to check out my free 6-step mindset shift workbook, because this takes you through some of the tried and tested techniques I use with my clients to help them really make life-changing adjustments to their mindset. Why then do we keep reverting to the quick fix, fast weight loss approach? And this is where we need to talk about impatience. So where does this impatience come from? It's about the way our brains are wired and how that interacts with an environment that is really pushing this quick weight loss approach all the time. So let's think first about the things of this we can't control. So we can't control our brains, our human brains' desire to want something now, to want it immediately, for that comfort. It goes back to our hunter-gatherer days, where it makes sense for us to get things the quickest, easiest way we can, so we can keep ourselves alive. We're also bombarded with marketing all over the place, online and offline. Ways to reach your ideal weight quickly. Ways to get your ideal body. What the ideal body looks like. Combine this with what we'd call an obesogenic environment, and this is an environment that actually makes it very easy for us to gain weight, very difficult for us to lose weight. We've got temptation to ultra-processed foods everywhere. You only need to go into a supermarket and walk down the aisles, and it's just filled with things that are probably not going to be helpful for your health or for your weight loss journey. On the flip side, the physical activity, everything's become automated, technology. Most things can be done by machines nowadays. Mowing your lawn, doing the shopping. This environment we live in makes it very difficult to do moderation. It actually makes it easier for us to have rigid rules, have discipline, say we're going to work really hard at this for a short time and get it done with. Which is why one of the reasons we keep reverting to let's go for the quick fix approach. None of those things we can change, but the good news is there are things that we can control. Now, because of this environment we live in, it's often led us to develop psychological barriers to the long-term weight loss. Now, these are the things that are standing in the way, but they are things that can change. The first one of these I commonly see is if people's self-worth becomes too tied up with their weight and their body shape and size. So you might have thoughts like, if I'm not this particular weight or size, I'm not worthwhile. Or I just know I feel much more comfortable. I feel more like me if I'm this shape or size. Second one is confidence. You might, because of your experience and your continuous yo-yo diets, losing weight, regaining it, you might have lost any confidence that you're able to change. Motivation, something I hear a lot from my clients is, if I'm not seeing quick results, I don't see the point, I don't believe it's working, and I just find myself giving up. And you might have false beliefs about diets. You might look back on the diets you've done and say, well, that diet worked for me. That diet, it helped me lose weight. The diet worked. I was the problem. I want you to know it's not you who's the problem. The diet was the problem. The diet was never designed to help you lose weight in the long term. So if you found this helpful and you're starting to think you want to move away from the diet mentality, but perhaps you don't know how to do it, this can be difficult to do alone, which is where psychological weight loss therapy can help. If this is a new concept to you, you might want to check out my playlist on psychological weight loss therapy and what it involves. And if you know you're ready to move forward with this, you know you're impatient, but you want to move away from it, and again, you don't know how, you might find my next video helpful about how to be patient with weight loss.